What's up, y'all? I'm JC, and you're watching Jose Calamari. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome back to a story time, bro. This story time is called, bro, when me and my best friend at the time let a coin, a quarter right here. Is this a quarter? This is not the same quarter I used at night, but a quarter to turn my fate with these two chicks. Right now you're gonna be seeing in the background this Spider-Man gameplay from what is this, Marvel Rivals. Before y'all even ask me, I don't play Marvel Rivals like that. I did a tutorial once. I just thought like when I have something in the background, I tell a story. I didn't want to like film some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, like, background, old thing. Maybe I might enjoy this. Apparently this is a video of one of the best Spider-Man's ever in Marvel Rivals. He eliminated a bunch of people at once. I don't know whose footage this is for, but shout out to ReQMR1 for this footage on YouTube, man. So big shout out to whoever this person is. I'm just telling the story, and I just like, saying sometimes y'all want to be locked in on background stuff while the story is being told, bro. But that's all I got to say about that. Not a big fan of Marvel Rivals. Don't play the game. Maybe I'll get into it another time. But this is just something for y'all to watch while y'all listen to the story. So, anyways, bro, how I let a quarter, y'all, a freaking coin right here decide what I was going to be doing with some two chicks. Now, let me explain, bro. This is before COVID-19, like right before COVID-19, let's say a handful of months. I started working a job, and pretty much it's like I live in one area, and then like the job is 45 minutes away from the area I live in. What happened was I worked at this new company that just opened up, and it's a fast food place. I'm about to get fake names and everything for the story, so don't worry about it. I work at this fast food place, bro. New company, saying, that opened up, and pretty much I wound up training at a facility that was 45 minutes away from where I live, and then they opened up the location where I live at. And then after that, they wound up opening up a new location back 45 minutes where I'm away from. And it was like, yo, you're really talented. You can come and, saying, train these new employees, bro. Saying, for the new store opening, how to, like, saying, learn and do, saying, do your thing. Saying, teach them how to be good and great employees and just, how to run the store. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go down there. It's like a 2 week thing. Long story short is I go around, hang around these people. I love the environment. I love the people so much that I just decided to transfer and decide to go. We go to this job, 45 minutes drive every day, 30-minute drive every day, because I'm super happy with the job environment and the people, bro. While I'm there, I meet one of my best friends. I haven't talked to him now in a long time because it's just after COVID-19. I don't know what happened. He moved away to go back be a family. I don't know if he. Point is this dude, bro. Really, really cool dude, man. I'm giving him a fake name for the story. We're gonna call him Jason, okay? So Jason is like this quiet dude. In real life, y'all, I'm not like all bombastic, over the top, like, top personality type of dude. Yeah, even though I might betray that on social media, I have a side of me like that, but I'm not like that. I'm just like a kind of like introverted thing to myself. I have stuff that I like, people like stuff that I like, and we kind of bond and be cool with that. So it was a quiet dude, and a lot of quiet people I know is like right away that I kind of bond with them better because I'm not like a openly like extroverted person. So this guy, I want to talk to him. Me and him had some stuff in common, bro. I just knew right away because how he acted. We gonna be cool. We gonna be cool people. We gonna be cool. You could just tell right away, bro. So me and this guy Jason, let's just fast forward, bro. Get to the point because I was trying to introduce everything how it became. Me and him become friends. Me and him become good friends, bro. And what happens is we start hanging out. Now he goes to college. Like, I live like, 30 minutes away, bro. He goes in college. He goes to college, bro, and he has an apartment. So what I would do was I would start hanging out with him so much that I would just literally get off work, and he lived like maybe 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away from the job. Not that far away from the job. Let's say like 5 minutes away from the job. And I used to be like, okay, let's like chill, let's hang out, bro. Me and he used to like play beer pong and just like drink, watch anime, and just like play old school video games together, bro. And that's what we would do, and we would just spend all night talking about like girls and like situations at work that didn't happen because we work at the same place, and how we feel about employees. You work at the same place, you definitely gonna talk about work. I know how it is. So pretty much this happens, and me and him just hanging out doing this, and it got to the point where it's like, oh, okay, I get off. It's Friday night. We get off work. Let's just go chill. You just go chill at Show's place. Go grab some Chinese food or whatever. Let's go do it. Let's have fun. And it's super fun. It's super dope. We reach the point where we just already know we gonna be hanging out, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, bro, you know what I'm saying, in my life, I'm getting older, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, I mean, I did a lot of fun stuff in my life, but, sorry. It's like, I'm thinking like, yo, I don't have anything crazy stories to tell. Like, it's like when it get to, like, people want to be like, yo, when it comes to my grandkids, like, when it comes to my grandkids, sorry, I got a text message came in. When you get to your grandkids and just like your children, you want to be like, back in my day, I had a crazy story and I did this and that. And it's like, just tell them crazy story time. So I was like, I'm hanging out with my homeboy Jason, and we chilling, doing the usual beer pong. But I watch an anime episode, and then but I start playing these games or whatever like that. You know, what I'm saying, card games or whatever. And what happened is, bro, pretty much at this time, bro, our store didn't open for a while and stuff like that. And I'm over here transferred over there. We have a new store that's opening, and we're training those employees at this store before their new store opens. So got a girl that she kind of like flirts with me a lot. I get her number. I start texting her. We gonna call her Sally. Okay. So you know what I'm saying. Me and Sally vibing. I'm teaching her the new stuff, what she could do, and then apparently when that new store opened, and my boy Jason actually went to the new store because he was really talented at his job. Jason went to the new store, and Jason over here training a different girl. Let's call her, I don't know, Allie, okay? I don't know if something confusing. But yeah, let's just call her Allie, right? So, pretty much, long story short, I'm over here with Sally, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I train Sally, and then Sally leaves after 2 weeks, and she goes to her store. And my boy, Jason, goes over to the new store, and this is new girl, bro. He's around, he trains her, apparently. Her name is Allie. And long story short, bro, I stay in contact with Sally after she leaves her new store. She's doing her thing, and I'm doing my thing. And I'm still hanging out with my boy Jason, and she's texting me, and I'm texting her. We just get to know each other. I mean, at this point, I didn't pick her up. You know, when we were riding around, I took her back to my spot. You know what I'm saying? Introduced her to my YouTube setup when I was doing YouTube and everything. I was like, "This is my YouTube studio." Showed her my videos. She look, you feeling my videos. She like, "You kind of cool," and I'm just like, "I'm Jose Calamari." Type beat. This was before I had my Jose Calamari channel, so it's kind of funny. Hold up. Yeah, so this is like before my Jose Calamari channel, but I'm just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I do my thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just me, I'm a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even had 100 subscribers back then. I was feeling myself though, because you know she liked the content, she thought it was funny. But yeah, pretty much I brought it to my place and everything, and we kind of kicked it for a bit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just kind of chilling and talking, whatever. And what happens was I'm over here, my boy, I'm telling him about this chick and everything like that. He's like, okay, cool. So pretty much I tell Sally, I'm like, yo, I'm hanging out with my boy Jason right now. We chilling doing this at his apartment, right? Okay, now at this point, me and this girl Sally, we've been kind of kicking it to the point where we trying to meet up. And yeah, in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to meet up in yeah with Sally. You know what I mean? I'm trying to yeah. So like, what I do is I'm talking to her and I'm like, yo, I'm at Jason's house, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in his apartment and we kind of chilling right now. And she's all like, oh man, can I come over? Now, I definitely want to go in, jump in and go in on Sally. But you gotta keep in mind, I'm over here at Jason's apartment. It's not my spot. But I forget that for a moment. So I'm trying to dive deep in some cheeks. And I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. You can pull up. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we can blah blah blah. But I jumped the gun and said it without asking for, you know what I'm saying, Jason permission. Keep that in mind. Don't ever do that, y'all. That's not cool. I want y'all to know I messed up right there. If you listen to the story, you take one thing out of it, don't ever do some junk like that, bro. Don't if you're not at your own house, don't go and tell something pull up at somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're homie, your brother, your sister, like, bro, like, ask permission first, have some respect. But, yeah, I was just super excited back then. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was like, yeah, you could probably pull up, blah, blah, blah. So, as we're texting, she texts me and she's like, oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about Jason? Because Jason came over at our location and helped us. You know what I'm saying? And I have a coworker that says she's like obsessed with Jason. Like once Jason came over and taught her, she can't stop thinking about Jason. She's super into Jason. I'm like, word? I'm like, yeah, he right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now Jason's single. He's just like he's like a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like you know what I'm saying? He doesn't. He's just real chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? He have his group of friends. He hangs out, bro, but he doesn't just have a girlfriend right now. And pretty much, I tell Jason, I'm like, yo, Jason, yo, I'm talking to old girl Sally right now. She say this girl named Allie, like you went and trained her when you went to her location, like, and she's feeling you super hard and whatever. Like she's really feeling you. I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, I don't remember a chick named Allie. I'm like, are you sure, bro? Because she's like, this chick is like super obsessed with you. She loved what you did. She was like, blah, 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 but this and that about, but you, Jason. And then he's like, I just don't remember that person. You know, I'm just like, okay, bro. And then I keep talking to her. And long story short, let's just skip past all this, like, back and forth. It escalates to a point where it's like, yo, she's like, Allie has a boyfriend, right? But she wants to come chill with me and my boy Jason at Jason's apartment, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already feeling Sally. Sally's single. She's over there, you know, right? She's over there hanging out with Allie. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Once y'all come through and let's see what happens. Because I'm like, at this point, it's like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, tag team wingman, let's both go do some this. And then I'm telling my homeboy about it. I'm telling the homie about it, and now Jason's on kind of like she has a boyfriend. I mean, that's not really my thing, bro. But he's like, yo, I mean, you really like this chick, you know what I'm saying? And I did tell him not to try to invite her over. He's like, why'd you do that? I mean, I'm like, that's crazy. I'm sorry, it's not my spot. He's like, yeah, it's not your spot. We didn't like get into a big argument about it, but he was just letting me know, yeah, it's not your spot. And I'm like, you right, I'm tripping, bro. I don't know why I invited this chick over. You don't know her, I don't know her like that, blah blah blah. We squash it, you know what I'm saying? But we keep talking about it. And pretty much what I tell him is, I'm like, bro, I'm like, I forgot how old I was back then, but I pretty much tell him, I give him this speech, I'm like, yo, I'm like I'm like this amount of years old, bro. Trust me, dude. I'm like, been there, bro. Don't you want to have like a fun night where you can get something crazy and just like intuitive and unexpected? Just like, what's the word? Golly, what's the word? Spontaneous. I was like, don't you want to have a spontaneous story that you can go back and just relive and tell your friends and tell your grandchildren and stuff like that? This is that moment right here where we can just have these two girls over who knows what's gonna happen. So he's all like, okay. So he really not convinced. I'm like, you know what? Let's just leave it up to fate. And then I pull out this coin. And like, I don't have like, I usually don't have coins, bro. I don't know how I had this coin in my pocket. I pull out this quarter, not this exact quarter. I pull out a quarter. I'm just like, dude, let's flip this quarter. And I said, heads, bro. I mean, we just keep going and chilling like we usually do, you know what I'm saying? Watching our anime episodes and playing our games and then talking about work stuff and just falling asleep after we just get drunk. But then I was like, Tails, bro. We invite these chicks over and we just see what happens. He's like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, bet. So, first time I flip it, it lands on heads. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we just chill tonight. Next time I flip it, it lands on tails, right? And it's like, okay, well, last flip, bro. And I do this dramatic flip. I don't know how I did. I did this dramatic flip where it hits the ceiling and fall behind his furniture set where his TV was. Where we had to literally like move the TV back just to find out it was on tails. So it was like, okay, bet this is meant to happen. It was just a dramatic moment. That's just like the biggest part I remember out of all this. How I flipped the coin, it hit the ceiling and it hit behind his TV stand. It was just big reveal moment, like, is this really gonna happen? And I see his own tails on the ground. I'm like, okay, dude, let's make this happen. He's like, bet. So he's like, bro, we have to go get drinks right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be getting drinks. We're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Let's throw them back with the girls. So what happens is we wind up going to the nearest spot and getting some drinks. You know what I'm saying? And back then we was messing with what is that drink called? Like, oh god, my god, this was before I started drinking, and I had my like tasting alcohol change, but before it was called Bear Claws. That's what I think it's called, Bear Claws. So he's messing with Bear Claws a lot, and then where our go to was when it wasn't Bear Claws. You got some Bear Claws who like you don't know what the girls want to drink, but Bear Claws might be something that they want to mess with. But me and him mess with vodka and like simply lemonade. So like simply lemonade and you mix some vodka with it, bro. We used to get toe up off of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So And that's back when my tolerance for alcohol wasn't that high like it is now, bro. But you know what I'm saying? We used to look that heavy. So we went and got that, you know what I'm saying? And me and him paid for it. We get from Winn Dixie or whatever like that, where where the store we got from. And I'm texting her. I was like, yo, bring your girl. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? We give him the address, bro. And you know what I'm saying? As we're getting set and everything, I'm all like, yo, you ready for this? He's like, I don't really care. I'm just trying to chill. He was always a chill dude. My homie Jason, he was always chill. He's not like big on this thing because he's like already in his mind. He's like, this girl's a whole boyfriend at the same time. Like, I don't know who this is. And he's still trying to figure out who this is. And even like between all this time of like me and Sally text each other, she like I find a picture of this girl. Apparently, I'm like, here's the picture of this girl, Jason. Apparently, you worked with her and you just blew her mind. She really likes you. Apparently, he just couldn't remember her. Maybe it wasn't that relevant to him. So, long story short, we get everything prepared, bro. In my mind, this is what I'm thinking. In my mind, I'm just like, okay, bro, it's about to kind of, we about to do we about to get wasted, we about to play some truth or dare or something like that. I don't know how the night gonna go, but it's gonna turn into something freaky. I'm gonna take this girl, smash her on the couch. You can take your girl, smash her in the bed. We have a good night. You know what I'm saying? We have a good time. Whatever, whatever. All right. So long story short, after giving these girls directions over and over again because they couldn't figure out how to get there, we finally get them to the apartment complex where my home was at. They get in there, bro, and these girls are all like, being shy and stuff like that. And then we just like, okay, what should we do, bro? So we first, I can't remember the order we did things, but I remember us playing beer pong together on teams. It was him and Allie, and it was me and Sally. You know what I'm saying? That's the couples that was like trying to link. And I remember just owning beer pong that night. You know what I'm saying? I learned my beer pong skills from the homie because I never played it before him. But he had a table he set up in his little living room. And I was throwing them, and I was making them, and me and her was killing them, and they was just throwing back drinks and drinks. And you know what I'm saying, we was just on spot, bro, that night. And then pretty much I think after that, we had pulled out the he had like an older game system like the Wii or something like that, or like you know what I'm saying, not like a GameCube, but yeah, I think it was like a Wii or a GameCube or something like that. Probably was the Wii, and you had a GameCube controller to it, and pretty much we was playing like Mario Party like 6 or something like that. I don't remember. It was like an old Mario Party, and we was literally not even like playing for real, for real. Like me and him know how to play Mario Party, but we were like literally like putting the computers on easy, and like not computers, but me and him was playing like super easy. So you know, so you know how to play you play easy, bro, because you want the people to get involved. Like you want to like if you play a video game and you want somebody to get locked into say a video game and you're fighting against, let's say you're fighting somebody on Mortal Kombat, right? You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, this Mortal Kombat, I want you to play this game, bro. It's super fun. You don't go and just play Mortal Kombat and go super hard on them and they're just a noob. You don't just do all the combos. No, you hold back, allow them to learn you know what I'm saying, learn their speed of the game, and then once they start enjoying themselves, then you play a little bit harder. But at that point, then they didn't learn the game. They putting combos on you, and you're like, oh crap, they ain't got good. Type of feeling. So pretty much that's what's happening. We're trying to like play Mario Party, and it's like we're like losing mini games on purpose so the girls can get involved. Because at first, like dudes like you know, saying they're getting dominated 'cause they don't want to play Mario Party. And we was playing for a little bit, and then the girls getting bored. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me in the comment section, bro. I don't know, like, why it wasn't my suggestion to, like, bring out video games, bro, with the girls. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm thinking we could be playing Truth or Dare or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, bro, it's like, my homie, the girl's like, well, we're bored. Let's do something else. So it's like, okay, we did beer pong. We've been drinking off of that. We've been having our little cups and drinking off of that. And it's like, okay. My homie was like, okay, let's play something else. Let's play Captain Dickhead. I don't know what that is. I still don't know what it is, bro. Long story short, bro, it's like a card game, but then like I don't know, like you ask like people questions, and if they don't want to ask it, they have to drink, or like somebody's in command of telling people to do stuff because they have to pick out a certain card. And then if like you know saying they don't do this stuff, they got drink. I don't remember how the game goes. If y'all know how the game goes, just let me know. It was just some kind of way we played that game. And we played the game and pretty much we was just asking each other questions, and the whole vibe was to get people to start asking freaky to get into some type of mood, right? All right, while we're playing that game and everything's like we're asking people questions and people are, saying crazy stuff, we just kind of chilling, bro. The girl, Allie, who has who's messing with, who pulls like, have a super crush on, my boy Jason. Remember I said she had a boyfriend? Yeah, that came back, bro. So pretty much the boyfriend's like, oh, where you at right now? They apparently had an argument. They've been arguing for a while. She decided to come kick it over here at my homie Jason's place and flirt with Jason and try to be all on Jason while her and her boyfriend have an argument. So here's my thing. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying this is my boy Jason's spot. Jason literally not really saying that he feeling this girl all the way. He's not like, oh my god, this is the chick for me. He's not really saying he feeling her, and it's like getting to the point where like we can't even play the game of card games that we doing without this chick keep checking her phone and she's telling the girl that I'm kicking in with, she's like, he keeps blowing on my phone and everything like that. And long story short, I'm like, yo, do you need to leave? And she's like, yeah, I gotta go, blah, 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 blah. It was supposed to be to the point where, we were supposed to be kicking with these chicks and we were supposed to get wasted, but we wasn't gonna be like having nobody drive drinking. I don't play with drunk driving. So obviously we were gonna pay for these girls Uber to go home, and then they was gonna come back after we picked them up the next morning because we was off work and bring them back to their car so they can drive home. That's how I was gonna do it. But apparently, like, the girls was like, no, we can hold our own. We're not drunk. We can drive home and stuff like that. And eventually, bro, it was long story short, but the girls wound up leaving. And I was texting my girl Sally what happened. On the way home, she was like, yeah, no, her boyfriend was freaking out because she was wondering where he's at and what she was doing, and she couldn't tell him what her location was. And then long story short, I was just like, yo, we dodged a bullet. This is like that girl that I was talking to. She had like a ton of issues, bro. Later on, I found out like a ton of issues. Like she wanted to, like, left the place she was in. She left the state she was in because some dude and her father, the dude and her father, the dude and the dad both went to jail for doing something to her, and now the dad and the brother or one of the dads or the son was about to get out of jail, and he was going to seek revenge on her. So she was like a runaway like person, and just had a lot of like baggage that was beyond what I was looking for. And no disrespect to whatever happened to her before she met me, but it's just like, yo, I'm not here for all this. And then the other girl, like, boyfriend was just on some, like, controlling young, and she wanted to be with that. But that night, we just remember this, and it was like, me and my homie Jason was like, bro, tonight was crazy. I said, but at least at least we have something we can look back forward on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was crazy, bro. And the whole time I was thinking like this. I was like, yo, I wasn't gonna be like, screw her boyfriend. Let's keep chilling. Cause I'm at my boy Jason's spot, and Jason don't really know her like that. He just kind of chilling and vibing, and I got the feeling he was chilling and vibing for my sake. He was just kind of like, let me chill and vibe because, you mess with Sally, I'm not really feeling her, but I'm gonna do you a favor. That's the type of energy I got from her. So I didn't want him getting involved with her boyfriend. The boyfriend probably got her GPS track. He put up to like apartment complex, and we gotta fight this dude off. And my homeboy, like, it's my homie, like, he don't, why you have to deal with all of that, bro? Because he's helping me on some wingman stuff. But yeah, that was the time, bro. We was like, let's hang out with these chicks over like flipping a coin, and nothing crazy happened. But we just did, I think something crazy could have happened. Something crazy could have happened, bro. If the girl didn't have a boyfriend, if the boyfriend didn't hit her up all that night, we probably would have had some fun that night with something crazy, bro. But those were fun times, bro. If y'all want more story times, bro, I would happy to oblige. I got some different other story times, that I don't remember if I told or not. I'm on the channel or on my old channel. I probably deleted. You haven't heard yet. Till next time, guys. I'm JC. Your show is Calamari. Later, people.